Okay, what's an angle?
It's a part of a.
It's a free angle.
It's the bend to the thing of a degree.
It's a degree of measure.
It is.
It's kind of hard. I don't know. Why are we doing the joke? One of those simple things you try to describe, you're like,
It's like a piece of the.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
It's a bend to the line.
It's there.
That's the line of a degree.
Looking for a definition. I don't know, but
I don't know.
I know that if you take a ray, you know what a ray is?
yeah,
It's a line. It's a
stingray.
It's a ray that goes from one point to another point.
It's a line. It's a line segment, isn't it?
No.
Isn't
thing
it coming
that
out of
close.
Isn't it coming out of a
It's
circle?
so,
The center part of the circle?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
dang it.
That's a ray.
Line segments.
Not the guy that sells
Yeah.
oranges at the gas station. But then,
That was his name.
That the guy that
That
makes
was his
tacos.
name. No, there was a guy who sold oranges.
I know. And so if we take another ray that has this same endpoint right here, guess what we have now created between them? And you know how to measure, or not necessarily measure, but the units for angles that you're used to, degrees. Yes.
Radians.
Degrees, you would measure that in degrees. So we could start, I mean, we could do a lot of problems where it's just like, draw me,
Degree angle. Got you.
there was something I wanted to say. I was like, ooh, that's good. And then, oh, there it is. So, in a circle, how many degrees? Let's just talk, right now we're just going to talk about degrees. Because degrees are something everyone in here knows. If I draw a circle, how many degrees? 300. That's a circle.
That's a boulder. It's a boulder.
How much of a circle is a degree?
360.
1/360.
1/360th of a circle would equal 1 degree, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how many degrees are in a circle? So if I chop it into fours, how much is each one of these?
90.
90, 90, 90, 90, right?
190.
So,
Let's get into it.
oh, we're getting there. So if I was like, draw me a 30-degree angle here, could you do that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Split the 90 into 3.
Yeah, split 90 into 3, so that would be a 30-degree angle right there, right?
Yes.
So you could,
Which is also
it's pi over,
pi over 3.
okay.
Oh,
There's lots of people in this room that have never heard this, so that whole thing of, ooh, I know this, so I'm going to yell out the answers. Yes. Annoying. Yeah, and you're wrong, so. Let's see, what else? Co-terminal angles, does that sound familiar?
No.
no.
Coefficient.
Yes, a coefficient.
Coefficient.
So, to measure an angle, I should actually use this one.
Coefficient.
Meeting.
Well, yeah, use a protractor, but I mean, like, if I were like, do you know the difference between positive angles and negative angles?
Yeah, one goes clockwise, one goes
You know?
counterclockwise.
You don't remember? You've probably never learned it.
No, our algebra teacher taught us last year. I was same page during that unit because I got bored.
Then you didn't teach stupid.
Okay, from here on out, when we think about angles, you're always going to think about this ray right here. And so if I say, you're going to start with that one, dot, going to the right, just start there. Just let's get it over with. So if I say, draw a 165 degree angle.
All the way to
No. 180 would be like right here, right?
Yeah, so you go
So
back it a little
There's
bit.
90, there's 180.
So you go back a little.
Halfway between 90 and 180.
75.
Oh, I said 100. What did I say?
165.
You said 185.
I meant 135. Because I was trying to go halfway between 90 and 180.
Oh.
So that would be right there. Halfway between those. That is 135 degrees, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the negative is going down. Outside?
To measure a positive angle, you go this way.
Yep.
If you were told to draw a negative 45 degree angle,
You're a top stop.
you go this way.
Yes, sir.
And you would just go, here's negative 90, here's negative 45. That is also the same as positive 315.
So then why not just keep it all in one uniform if it equals the same thing?
Because you could have rotation in different directions when we start getting into other stuff. Things can rotate this way or this way. So just know that negative angles are measured starting down and going this way. Positive angles are measured this way. And it's like, you know, on a number line, you have a number line, negative to the left, positive to the right. This is just like that. Positive means go this way, negative means go this way.
Why can't you just call a negative 1
That's exactly what I just asked.
315?
Exactly what he just asked.
Those are, okay, which leads me to coterminal angles.
Your question's ridiculous.
My question was the same as your question.
It was the
Therefore,
same
your
exact
was
question, just
ridiculous.
different wording.
Can you move it up later?
Well, yeah, but mine led to something.
He was going there anyway.
Coterminal. What's that word mean?
Two terms.
Terminal.
Well, terminal is
Terminal.
like the end of
The end. They end in the same spot. So that means you always start right here, and you can go this way or you can go this way, but either way you go, you're going to end in the same spot. So right there, if I go this way, that's 90 degrees, right?
Yeah.
If I go this way, it's negative 270.
Yeah.
Those are the same thing. Those are coterminal angles, meaning they end in the same spot. Can you give me another one that's also...
180.
No.
180 doesn't work? It goes both ways.
No, it doesn't stop in the same... I want another angle that is coterminal with these two.
135.
Negative 90 would be down here.
135.
Oh, I
negative
thought those
45.
two were already coterminal, like 90
Pi over
and 270.
90 and negative 270 are coterminal.
Pi over 2.
But there are infinitely many coterminal angles with this same one.
20 something?
Here's what you can do. You can go around more than one time.
Oh, so like negative 3 million.
So 360 plus 90, what is that? 450 is the same as these. Or I can go negative 270 and then go around 360 more and get negative 630. These are all the same. It just goes around the circle. You can go around the circle more than once.
So,
Okay.
you went around that circle 3 times?
For this one, I just did one. I went around. There's 360 plus 90 more, 450. And that's the same as just 90.
It lands in the same.
It lands in the same spot. I should bring like a spinner and be like, look at it. It lands in the same spot if you go around.
Fidget spinner.
No.
So that's it. So like a question would be like, find an angle. What's that say? When I said that, what does that say?
Would NN be negative 540?
It says Pepsi.
Is that beta?
No. Oh, I
No.
remember that one.
Pepsi? Wait, what?
It looks like the Pepsi sign, but it means something. I forgot what it meant.
Yeah, Pepsi.
No.
It's theta.
That is coterminal. Yeah, it's theta.
720. So basically it's 80 degrees. 80 degrees.
Where's 0 and what?
It's 80
Is
degrees.
it kind of like an X?
Where 0 is less than or equal to theta, which is less than 360.
So basically this is saying, find an angle coterminal with 800.
It's 80.
See, the easy way to do that, if you don't have this part, would just be, 1160. I'll just go around the circle again.
But it's less
800 plus
than-
3. But I
Yeah,
said,
it's
hey,
less than
the angle you
360.
tell me needs to be between 0 and 360. So that makes it a little...
Has to be
It
greater
makes
than
it
So we're
Yeah.
going twice.
Negative.
So that's 720. That leaves 80.
It's 80.
80 degrees.
Thank you for getting on it.
That's the answer.
90.
Huh?
No, it's not.
It's 80.
360 times
720. 720 is 2 circles.
Go around once, there's 360. Go around again,
720.
720. There's 80 left, so I'd go to 80. It'd be 80 degrees.
Whoa.
Yeah, none of this is making any sense.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, dude,
We
get
did this
used
last
to
year.
it.
Yeah,
He
we
did.
No,
this
I was
one-
number 2.
He's never seen it.
Or it could be negative 280.
Is this last year?
Sucks to suck. You guys were in algebra 2 last year?
Come on, 800 degrees, right?
Could it be negative 280?
I was like, down for 2 Which explains why I don't-
This is my angle. Here I'm at 0. Ignore this back part. There's 90. Keep going. I'm not at 800 yet. There's 180. There's 270.
Yep.
There's
360.
360. Ooh, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. There's there's 540. It's adding up. It's adding up. There's 720. How many more do I need to go?
80.
80.
That's 800.
That's 800 degrees.
Why?
80 degrees is the same as 800.
Could it be negative 280?
Damn.
Dude, get used to it. This is gonna be some hard stuff.
Yeah, it only goes
Like,
downhill.
You're struggling now.
Get over
If
it.
that's the question,
Here we go. Next.
You can do
if
negative
that's
50.
the question, can it be a negative number 2?
Not with the stipulation I put that it had to be between 0 and 360, but yeah.
If it was just how it was, you could go negative.
Find one positive and one negative coterminal angle. I'm just making this up. So lineal angle. Whoops, this is not worded correctly. Find two angles, one positive, one negative. That's coterminal with.
In New York, I'm busy.
500 and
324.
That sucks.
147.
That's actually that's not that bad actually. At least 324, not
360.
219.
Yeah.
784.
No.
Oh wait, one positive and one negative.
One positive. And one, just take 30 seconds.
negative 36. Oh, duh.
Who's got one?
I have one.
I have 2.
684.
684 is correct.
And negative 36.
Negative 36 also
You
correct.
can just add and
So how
subtract
did I get the
360
positive
from
one
it.
wrong?
You just add and subtract 360 is all you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
no,
it just
no,
goes
no.
around the circle again this way, or goes around the circle again this way.
684, negative 36. I got it right.
Yeah, those are the easiest two. There's infinitely many answers because I didn't put any stipulations, but yeah, those are the easiest two. That's all coterminal angles is. Add 360 or subtract 360.
Okay, never
But
mind.
now it's gonna blow your mind when we switch our units.
Degree.
Are you gonna go radian?
Radians.
Oh my God! Shoot me now.
Clayton, this is where you drop out.
Yeah, you're gonna know.
Nah, it'll be alright. Because I'm gonna actually, well, maybe this will help. What is a radian?
Something.
It's the number
It's an
over.
irrational
Yeah,
thing.
there's pi.
It's pi over a number, whatever it is.
And you can just work them out and they become degrees again.
So in other words, it's the measure of an angle.
Yeah.
That's legit how I passed that class last
Convert
year.
it and it goes back to degrees.
Yeah.
Degrees is pi. I remember this last year.
180 over pi.
360 is pi.
This is the part I like.
180 is pi.
I've never seen
And
this.
90
I was
is
going through stuff
pi
I
is
should
about
have
Doing some reading.
And then 1 ounce pi is.
1 half pi.
I should have kept it.
Yeah,
Okay, I don't understand why you're drawing 2 circles now.
I know.
Here we go.
it's a donut. Get it right.
Oh god, this looks ugly.
Hey, that's a crosshair.
You're a crosshair.
Tangent of 4 pi over 3 equals 140 degrees.
Riley, trap shooting's over.
I think we want to kill myself. Ah, I have a corner of it.
Let's say we got a 45 degree.
Do you want to change it to radians?
Do it.
Arc length. What do you know about arcs?
Arcs, they go like this.
It's like the
Electricity
outside
going
of the
from something
circle.
else.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know why? It's part of a circle.
Yeah.
It's part of the circumference of a circle.
That's what an arc is.
That's an arc. That's an arc.
As long as it doesn't touch the other
Isn't
side.
an arc like a boat?
Dude, you don't know.
Noah. That's ARK. This is ARC. Different word. Arc. So it's part of a circle. So like, if I if I said here's a circle or half of a circle, that's a
No, that's a protractor.
that's 6. Tell me the length of that arc.
Okay.
This is good geometry review.
So it's half the
That's
circle.
six.
Circle
And then I think
with
about
geometry. We learned arcs.
Pi r squared.
Dude, I had a boss.
Let's try this. Do it on your paper because I'm just tired of listening to 7 people talk at the same time. What?
Does that have to do with the pi or the 180?
I don't know. How do you find the length of a curve like that?
Shouldn't it be like the circumference of a circle?
You're on the right track. I've told you it's an arc, which implies that it's part of a circle, and the only way you know to measure
It's pi.
is circumference, right?
Yes.
How do we find circumference?
Pi r squared.
No. Good try.
Diameter times
2 pi r or diameter times pi, same thing.
Okay.
So to get that arc length, what would we do in this case?
You figure out the circumference,
We figure out the circumference, okay?
and then you divide the
2
circumference.
pi times 6, 12 pi is the circumference.
And then
That's
divide
6
by
pi.
2,
How'd you know to divide by 2?
because it's half
That's
of
half
the
a
circle.
circle.
Because it's half a circle, okay.
Yeah, but how do you know it's half?
Yeah.
Because I told you it was.
No, you just said it was 6.
No, I said it's
No, I
half.
said-
I said half circle.
Oh,
I
oh.
have to give you that. I have to
Okay.
give you the measure of this angle.
Okay.
But what if
Half
you-
a circle, 180.
Yeah.
So C equals 2 pi. Okay, so now we know how to find arc length. A little geometry review. Let's go over here. I've drawn 2 circles. This one has a radius of 2, and this is not to scale. Because that whole radius right there is 3. Looks like about 5.
Which one?
So this is 2, this is 3. Find the arc length, each of these arc lengths. Find that one and that one.
Done.
Wait, so are you saying like from that one, from the center point to the outside is 3?
From here to here is 3.
Okay, just one
From
more.
here to here is 2.
The arc length of the
You got a
big one-
45-degree angle.
Isn't
So
there
how long
anything
is
to do
this?
with the angle?
The arc
How long
length
is
of the big
this?
one is 9 pi.
Wait, no, I have no
The arc
idea.
length of the little one
It's
is
pi. It's pi about
It's half pi.
No.
Yeah, yeah. The inside one is half pi.
Okay.
It's half pi, so that's. I don't know if that's what the other one is. That's pi to the fourth.
And then it's 3/4 pi.
How are you going about this?
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna get the diameter.
Circumference first?
Circumference, and multiply it by 180.
Circumference of the little one is 2 pi times 2. So it's 4 pi, right?
Yes. And then
Circumference of the big one is 2 pi times 3.
6 pi.
So 6 pi. That'd be the full circumference.
and then
So how do we get just this piece?
it's 1/8. So you multiply.
Multiply.
1/8. You know you got that?
Yeah.
45 360th. I did that one and it was easy. It was half. You need to divide it by 2. That's just a portion of a circle. If I went like this, are there 8 pieces?
Yeah.
If you can make a
So you divide it by 8.
So yeah, you just divide it by, it's just 1/8 of the circle is 45 degrees. So I can just divide by 8, right? 1/8, multiply by an 8, divide by 8, same thing.
So the arc length of the little one is
Divide by
half
8,
pi.
multiply by
And
8.
then the large arc length is 3/4.
So this one would be 4 pi over 8. This one would be 6 pi over 8.
So it's a half pi and 3/4 pi.
So it's a half pi and 3/4 pi, or 3 pi over 4.
Because it's what, 45 degrees is 1/8 of 360.
Huh? Big deal. So what's the point? Well, they do, for both of them, if we divide the arc length by the radius. You'll see something here. So this one, the arc length, we're going to do arc length divided by the radius.
It's pi over 2.
For this one, it's pi over 2 divided by 2. For this one, it's 3 pi over 4 divided by 3. Right? I'm going somewhere with this.
So the first one's gonna be 2 pi over 2.
So pi over 2. Hope you don't flip.
Quarter pi.
Who talks like that?
JR. Pi over 4. And then on this one, what are we going to do?
3 pi over
Same thing. 3 pi over 4. Hope you don't flip. 1/3.
Puppy dog flip.
3 pi over 12,
Which is just 1/4 pi.
which is pi over 4.
It's the same.
Interesting.
So 45 degrees.
It's
is
the
5 over
same
4.
thing.
So what does it all mean?
So what does it all mean?
45
Nothing!
degrees on the circle is pi over 4.
It's like, you got pranked. It all means nothing.
No, wrong.
brain.
What it means is, no matter the radius of the circle,
The arc lengths will be the same.
no, the arc lengths are different. Because the radius gets bigger, the arc length gets bigger. But if you divide the arc length by the radius, you will get the same thing.
No matter what
Which,
the circle.
no matter how big the circle, if the arc length divided by the radius will give you
The radians.
the radians, which is how you find degree or angles. It's the unit of angle. Kind of got. I needed like 5 more minutes to really wrap it up.
Pi of 4 is 45 degrees.
That's pi over 4 radians. That's the measure of that angle.
Actually put it
Need. It's not a problem. You don't need to do anything. I was showing where radians come from. It's arc length divided by radius. I was gonna go arc length divided by radius. So then, okay, let's make a circle of radius 1. Oh, what's the arc length? Oh, arc length divided by radius. Oh, it's pi.
What's happening?
Trying to think of a joke.
Who didn't come to school
For
today?
a second.
Clayton.
I thought you were mad.
No,
That's a good one.
But it's probably not.
it's probably a Jew.
Very school appropriate.
Lies.
No, I'm serious.
If it's a
Okay,
Jew,
go.
No.
Okay, why can pirates never play cards right?
Something with R.
Shh, no.
Why did Anakin Skywalker cross
Because
the
there's
road?
someone always standing on the deck.
No, why did Anakin Skywalker cross the road?
It's over, Ben Anakin.
I don't know.
To get to the dark side.
I don't get it.
Other side?
Yeah, I got that.
It's over, Ben.
There you go.
That was funny.
Thank you.
All right, here we go.
You're 5.
So what was the
Earthquake.
point of doing all this yesterday?
Show that whatever it is.
To show that the ratio, if you divide the arc length by the, what did we divide by? The radius,
Yeah.
you'll always get the same thing for any size circle.
So the only reason that we have the angle is so that we know what to divide the circumference by?
No. We're just going to change it up. We're just going to like it like this. And we're going to be like, look.
Like I have my number.
For any angle, if S is the arc length, and R is the radius, and theta is the angle, well, there's lots of different ways you can write it, but basically, let's go with the arc length equals the angle times the radius. Always. If it's in radians. Angle in radians. So
Times the radius or radian?
radius
Is that
of
a
the
law
circle.
of all of these questions?
So the unit circle, I don't know if you're familiar with that. It's a circle with a radius of 1. So that point right there is 1, 0. And basically, we define all of these angles by doing, you can define any angle. So if we solve for theta, it's the arc length divided by the radius, right?
Yeah.
Because of this. Well, the radius in the unit circle is 1.
Wait.
So the angle is equal to the arc length. Yes.
Is there a reason why the arc length is S, or is it just a
I
regular?
no, I have no idea. That's what they always use whenever I read the book.
Okay.
Our book and Big Ben's book, they both use S. I don't know why. Yeah, they use S too.
Okay.
Don't know why. A is area maybe because usually. So anyway, in the unit circle, the angle equals the arc length. Well, so like, what arc lengths do we know? We know a full circle, don't we?
360.
No, the arc length. From here all the way around to here, what's the?
0.
That's 2.
It's 2 pi.
One.
It's 2 pi. The
Right.
circumference equals 2 pi r.
Naturally.
So
And
it's one.
since the radius is always 1, circumference is 2 pi.
So the
So this angle, a 360-degree angle, is 2 pi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No? You're not feeling that?
no, I'm not
No, I
feeling-
know.
I'm not feeling
Their
any of
circumference is 2 pi r, right?
it. Yeah, like so I see what you're saying, but like
Circumference and arc length are the same thing.
Really?
Circumference implies
No,
it's a
arc
full.
length, arc length is part of a circumference.
Yeah. So there you go. Circumference implies the whole thing. Arc length is just a piece. So yeah,
Shut up.
the circumference is 2 pi r, and in the unit circle, radius is always 1, so the circumference is 2 pi. So the full circle is 2 pi. The angle is equal to 2 pi.
see right there when it says what does that mean? Angle equals
Arc length.
arc length?
Yeah.
I was thinking like 45-degree angle, so
No. These are not degrees. This does not work for degrees.
The-
This is radians only.
part of the circumference.
Yeah. Oh.
This is a unitless measure.
that changes the game entirely.
You take
Because if you divide a length by another length, it's unitless. That's what radians are defined as. They're unitless. These are not degrees. This does not work for degrees.
Alright. It's there now.
How
So-
do you find the arc length again? You take the
Angle multiplied by the radius. Angle in radians.
radius.
Radians.
So that little O thing is like the angle?
Angle in radians.
It's theta.
Oh, it's theta?
So like a full circle is 2 pi.
I'm so lost.
Well, if you just go like half a circle, what angle is that?
That's pi.
That's pi. If you go a quarter circle, what angle is
Pi divided by 2.
pi divided by 2?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, there's a half involved.
This is 3 pi divided by 2.
That's
Yeah.
And then 180 is just pi.
You know,
Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
said
that's
that.
what you just said.
And then
Thank you for paying attention.
180. So like a 45-degree angle,
I hate this one.
Pi over 4.
pi over 4.
Cut that in half.
I don't know. You guys' brains work way too fast.
They've seen this before. They haven't memorized.
Well, I don't know if I'm memorized. Unfair
Okay,
game.
next.
But
So to convert, if you want to convert from units to radians to degrees and degrees to radians, all you do is you multiply by either pi over 180 or 180 over pi, depending on which way you're going.
Pi is 180, so you just
So, like,
take
give me
180 over 4.
An angle.
465.
It's 0 to 360. So
Let's go.
well, I'll just
75.
a
75.
30-degree angle.
Oh.
If I want to convert that to radians,
Multiply by pi over 180, right?
yeah.
I can show you why it works. Because you know 2 pi is equal to 360, right?
Yep.
What? Oh, 2 pi. I think
2
pi.
the radians is so this would be if you had like degrees, radians. Well, if you divide it by 360, it's pi over 180. If you divide by 2 pi, you get 180 over pi. It's 180 over pi or pi over 180, depending which way you're going. So all you do, if you have degrees, you want degrees to cancel out, you put 180 degrees on bottom, put pi on top, multiply them. You get 30 pi over 180, which is pi over 6. That's a 30-degree angle. Pi over 6.
And that's how you change it from degrees into radians.
Yeah.
And then if you want to do it the other way, you just do it the other way.
You flip the, yeah.
Okay, I see now.
So like
I see what's happening.
a 90-degree angle, if you convert it to radians, multiply by pi over 180, you get 90 pi over 180. 180, which is pi over 2, which is what we said earlier for a 90-degree angle.
Oh, it makes sense.
If you want to switch it the other way, so let's say you have radians.
And that's the arc length?
No, this is just angles. These are angles.
No, but I mean the final, like the pi over.
Actually, in the unit circle, the arc length and the angle are equal, so.
Yeah.
Really?
Because the radius is 1. And so by this, if the radius is 1, the arc length always equals
So
that.
anything else you'd have to multiply by?
Anything else, yeah.
There's many different units in the circle.
So if you have 3 pi over 2 radians and you want to convert to degrees, what are you going to multiply by?
180 over pi?
Yep. I just think of it as, I want the pi's to cancel out, and I want degrees there. Make sure you put the degree symbol for degrees, because if you do not write a degree symbol, it's always assumed that it's radians. So like this would be 3 times 180 is 540 pi over 2 pi, which is 270 degrees. So 3 pi over 2, oh yeah, that's 270 degrees. So that's just converting.
Well, that's pretty neat.
Now let's do a couple coterminal angles with radians.
Oh, hooray. Yay.
Yeah.
This is my exciting thing.
Find, we'll just go straight to the top. 1 positive and 1 negative coterminal angle. Or angle that is coterminal with,
70.
no, I'm going to give you it in radians.
No, don't.
3 pi over 4.
So you gotta turn that into an angle?
That is an angle.
But I mean, convert it to degrees?
Radians into.
You do not need to convert it to degrees.
So then how do you find the coterminal if it's in radians? You never showed us that.
It's the same idea. How did we do it when it was in degrees?
So this
Let's
is
just
pi.
think about degrees. Here's degrees.
Add 2 pi.
Multiplied by 180.
And subtract.
Let's do
If you had,
Another one.
I don't know, let's say you had a 120-degree angle. What's coterminal with 120 degrees?
negative.
480.
If you go this way, it'd be negative.
Negative 240.
Yeah.
Or positive 480.
And if you went all the way around,
480.
480. So really, all you're doing,
Adding.
adding 360 or subtracting
So you just
360.
add another 2 pi to that.
So this,
So that's 8.
you're either going to add 2 pi or subtract 2 pi.
So add 2 pi.
Would it be 11 pi over
8?
3
Negative
pi
5
over 4
So
plus
that would be
2
2
pi
pi.
is
Wait, did you say negative 5?
over 8, so
11 pi over
6, what?
Why don't you do 4?
I was going
Eight
to
plus
add
3.
2 pi,
Wait, why can't you just do 2 pi over 1? It's the same thing as 2 pi.
because I need to add it to that. I don't know why I went over 8.
What?
Yeah, why did you do 4?
2 pi
It's
over
8 pi over 4, which is 11 pi over 4.
And then the other way, if you do it negatively, would be.
I just added 2 pi, but in a really weird way, because there was a lot
You
of
had
people
to
talking.
call the number.
Wait, so if it was. So the other one would be.
If you went backwards, you would just subtract 2 pi.
Oh, wait. No.
No, it's negative 5 pi over 4. Just add or subtract 2 pi, because that'll make it either go around the full circle or just go backwards.
Oh.
I'm just using a common
I
denominator.
made it way harder than it had to be.
Kind of like over here where we just added 360 or subtracted. If you just do 120 minus 360, it gives you negative 240. So you add or subtract 360 to get to coterminal angles with degrees, add or subtract 2 pi on the radians.
So did you have.
It's a very rising noise.
Ooh. Let's see how.
Wait, go back up.
Go back up, these angles. Challenge problem.
Great.
Minus supplement.
It's a supplement. Isn't that a thing you take?
That's what. No, it's.
Something to make it
You asked me.
Honey, it's time for your supplements. Isn't that what that is?
Yeah, you're to supplement of power.
Well, so
And the
then
compliments.
less.
Do both.
Oh shoot.
What's the
Could you
supplement?
define
and-
these terms?
Compliment.
Supplement.
Okay, you want a compliment?
Oh, that's the
You have
negative one
nice
and the
hair.
positive
No.
one.
Thanks, Clay.
Supplement is equal 180.
Don't you remember supplementary angles?
No.
Oh wait, they add two
Complement is
degrees.
equal 90 degrees.
Complementary angles?
I forgot what complement is.
Supplement is when they're added.
Oh
They're both added. Supplement's 180, complement is 90.
90. Listen to the white kid sitting in the corner.
So what does that mean?
Go
sit in the corner then.
Which one's the one where they're identical?
I'm in the corner.
So do you have to?
Vertical angles?
Yeah,
You have to make sure it's recording.
No, listen.
So it's
Okay, let's do one in degrees, just so that we can get the hang of it
I
here.
just converted that into degrees.
Yeah, you don't.
No, don't do that.
Why? It's so much easier.
It is a lot easier.
So let's say you add 70 degrees. What's the supplement to that?
110.
110. And what's the complement?
20.
20. Good. Now do it in radians. Don't convert it. Don't be a wuss.
Wait,
It's too late.
you just add
I'm so.
Oh.
You wanted
so
to add
1 pi
pi
times.
over two.
Yeah, what?
Oh, I get it.
for a complement. Yeah.
So what do you do to?
So wait, you just subtract pi over one.
For the supplement, doesn't that mean that whatever this angle is plus pi over 3 needs to equal 180, which is
Pi.
pi.
2 pi over
Yeah.
So you solve.
So you subtract pi over 3 from both sides,
So it's 2 pi.
and your supplement is equal to 2 pi over 3.
That's it right there.
That's for
Which is what
one.
it is, yeah.
So supplement is for 180 degrees.
Complement is 90.
Okay.
So for the complement, you do the complement plus pi over 3 needs to equal 90. What's 90?
90 is pi
Pi
over
over
2.
Pi over 2.
So subtract.
So subtract pi over 3 from both sides. 6, 3 pi over 6 minus 2 pi over 6 pi over 6 is the complement.
Wait, how did you?
I thought a compliment.
for
Complement, whatever the complement is plus the original angle needs to equal 90.
Oh, here,
90 is
makes
pi
sense.
over 2.
No, but your supplement.
Your supplement one doesn't make any sense.
Isn't it?
It's just.
This one?
90.
Pi minus pi over 3?
What do you want?
2 pi? Or, yeah, 2 pi over 3.
That's true, that's true. But he has like that.
3 pi over 3 is pi. 3 pi
Oh.
minus.
Isn't it just 90 minus whatever angle you have, or 180?
Yeah. Yeah, it is that. Okay.
Hold up.
And then the best part.
Yeah. Why do you think so good for being That doesn't make any sense.
I'm just gonna take a picture. I need to start doing homework. My grade is not good.
Why? I thought you were set.
Dude, I have a D in this class. If I don't pass this final, I'm screwed.
When it comes down to the wire, take a picture.
And I've been like nervous because the final's coming up and Hopkins suddenly has a stress beard, and that's not a good sign.
Wait, quit zooming in.
No, keep going.
Stress beard.
You know what EOE means?
End of core? No.
No,
End of everything.
End of course exam.
no, it's EOC.
Something about even.
Every other equation.
Death.
Closer.
Every other.
Even. Every other even. So like do 40, and then do 44, then do 48, 52, 56, and 60.
Said it first though.
Still go by force.
Go by 4.
Okay, well, that means no problem.
Yeah.
43 cents.